What if I told you there are things on Amazon you could buy once and never replace again? Sounds impossible, right? But it's not. In this video, I'm revealing 11 Amazon items that actually last for years. Yes, years. Some of them are in professional kitchens. Some have been passed down from grandparents. And every single one of them proves that not everything today is disposable. 11. Le Creuset Dutch Oven. Let's kick things off with a product that perfectly delivers what this video promises. Something that actually lasts for decades. The Le Creuset Dutch Oven isn't just a piece of cookware, it's a generational icon. This is the kind of item you'll find simmering stew in your grandma's kitchen, and still using in your own years later. The colors stay vibrant, the finish holds up, and the performance? Flawless even after a lifetime of Sunday dinners. If you've ever doubted that Amazon has heirloom quality items, this proves you wrong. Here's the deal. Most pots start chipping, warping, or rusting within a few years. But Le Creuset? It just keeps going. We're talking about enameled cast iron so tough, it shrugs off time. And it's not just durable, it's beautiful. The kind of thing you proudly leave out on the stove. Sure, the price might sting up front, but ask anyone who owns one, and they'll tell you it's the best money they ever spent. This isn't a flashy gadget. It's an investment in every meal you'll cook for the next 30 years. Have you ever bought cheap kitchen gear that failed in under a year? Maybe the handle snapped or the coating peeled. That won't happen here. This is your forever pot. The one that makes you look forward to cooking. So tell me, if you could buy one item from Amazon that never needed replacing, wouldn't you want it to be the heart of your kitchen? That's what Le Creuset is. Stick around, because what's coming next might just be sitting in your dream kitchen already. 10. KitchenAid Stand Mixer. This is the kind of product that makes you stop and say, wait, they really don't make them like this anymore. The KitchenAid Stand Mixer is one of Amazon's best-kept secrets when it comes to long-lasting tools. It's the machine that shows up on wedding registries, then ends up in your daughter's kitchen 20 years later. Still working, still shining, still whipping up cookie dough like the day it was unboxed. In a world full of cheap plastic appliances, this is the real deal. Built like a tank and loved like family. What makes it so iconic? It's not just the motor or the attachments. It's the memories. People don't just remember using it, they remember mom using it. Holidays, birthdays, Sunday mornings, all mixed in that same sturdy bowl. And here's the thing. It hasn't changed much, because it didn't need to. The performance is still world-class. The design is timeless. And the stories? They just keep getting passed down, one homemade cake at a time. Let me ask you, if a single kitchen tool could serve your family for 30 years or more, wouldn't that be worth the investment? This isn't about buying another appliance that clogs your cabinet and dies after 2 Christmases. This is about buying something once and letting it earn its place in your life. And we're just getting started. The next item has been crushing expectations and ice for decades. 9. Vitamix Blender. You think you've used a blender until you meet a Vitamix. This isn't just another countertop gadget. It's the blender that makes all other blenders feel like toys. Whether you're crushing ice, blending hot soups to a velvety finish, or making your own almond butter from scratch, the Vitamix doesn't flinch. And here's the kicker. People don't replace it. They keep it. For 10, 15, sometimes even 20 years. That's why it's one of Amazon's top-rated appliances that actually lives up to the hype. If you've ever burned out a blender trying to make a smoothie, you already know the pain of cheap kitchen gear. Overheating motors, dull blades, and the smell of regret. Yeah, we've all been there. But Vitamix changes the game. It's built like a professional machine because it is used by professionals. You'll find this in restaurant kitchens, smoothie shops, and households that expect more than just okay results. And once you own one, you'll start to wonder how you ever made do without it. So here's a thought. If you use a blender even once a week, doesn't it make sense to have one that never quits on you? Especially one that turns frozen fruit into soft serve or hot ingredients into creamy soups, all without a whisper of struggle. This one's not just an appliance. It's a lifestyle upgrade. And just wait, the next item is one nobody expects to last a lifetime, but somehow it does. 8. Miele Canister Vacuum. This one catches people off guard, because let's be honest, who really expects a vacuum cleaner to last over 10 years? But the Miele Canister Vacuum is a different breed. While most vacuums whine, clog, and quit within a few years, this one just keeps going. It's built with the kind of German precision usually reserved for luxury cars. Quiet, smooth, incredibly powerful, And yes, still sucking like new long after others hit the trash. If you've ever cursed a cheap vacuum halfway through cleaning, this is your redemption story. Think about how many vacuums you've gone through in the past decade. 2? 3? Maybe more? Now imagine never having to replace one again. That's the Miele experience. The suction stays strong. The filtration keeps your air clean. And the build quality? Solid enough to survive moves, pets, and even toddlers using it as a ride-on toy. Sure, it costs more upfront, but you stop paying for vacuums and start saving time, money, and frustration. Let me hit you with this. What's cheaper? Buying a $150 vacuum every few years or investing in one that lasts decades? If you're tired of the cycle of buy, break, repeat, it might be time to level up. Because the next item isn't about cleaning, it's about cutting through life with razor-sharp precision that never fades. 7. Wüsthof Classic Chef's Knife. There's a moment every home cook remembers, the first time they use a real knife. And for thousands of people, that moment begins with a Wüsthof. This isn't some $10 serrated mess that squashes tomatoes and bruises herbs. This is surgical-grade steel, handcrafted in Germany, slicing through onions so cleanly you'll think you're in a cooking show. It's not just sharp, it's balanced, precise, and built to stay that way for decades. Yes, decades. Because when professionals trust it in a fast-paced kitchen, you know it's built to last. But this knife isn't just about food, it's about confidence. It turns prep work into a rhythm, not a chore. You move faster, safer, and with way more control. Dull knives cause accidents. Great knives prevent them. And here's the wild part. People still own the same Wüsthof they bought 20 years ago, and it still holds an edge. That's not just impressive, that's rare. Especially for something you can order today on Amazon and start using tomorrow. Quick question. Are you finding this list helpful so far? If you've gotten value from this list, even just one item that made you think, wow, I need that, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to Frugal Daily, and turn on notifications. Seriously, it helps more than you know, and it tells us you want more smart finds that actually save you money long term. We drop new tips every single week, and the next one might be the game changer you didn't know you needed. Let's get back to it. 6. Lodge Cast Iron Skillet. There's something timeless about cast iron, and when it comes to Amazon products that truly last for years, the Lodge Cast Iron Skillet is a heavyweight champion, literally. This pan is no frills, no gimmicks, just pure cooking power that gets better the more you use it. We're talking about a skillet that people pass down through generations. Not because it's cute or trendy, but because it refuses to die. Fry an egg today, sear a steak tomorrow, bake cornbread next week. This pan handles it all like a pro. Here's what most people don't realize. Cast iron actually improves with age. It builds a natural non-stick surface called seasoning, which means the more you use it, the more incredible it becomes. No chemical coatings, no wear and tear nonsense, just iron and fire doing their thing. And Lodge? They've been doing this for over 100 years. That's not marketing. That's mastery. So if you've ever thrown out a scratched-up non-stick pan and thought, there's got to be something better, this is it. Now think about this. How many skillets have you tossed in your life? 2? 5? More? What if your next one was your last? This isn't just about saving money. It's about finally owning something that lives up to the hype. And yes, you can order it right now on Amazon. So tell me, what would it feel like to never replace your skillet again? Because next up, we've got a cookware duo that might be even more underrated and just as unbreakable. 5. All-Clad saucepan plus Rösle strainer. Some Amazon products don't need bright colors or viral fame. They just need to work. That's exactly the case with the All-Clad saucepan paired with the Rösle strainer. This combo isn't flashy or trendy, but it's built for the long haul. All-Clad's stainless steel is known for its unshakable durability. It resists warping, laughs in the face of rust, and cooks like a dream. When you pair it with the Rösle strainer, a tool so sturdy it could double as armor, you're investing in gear that will outlast most marriages. Let's be honest, how many cheap saucepans have you bought that scorched, dented, or rattled around after a few months? That cycle ends here. This duo is for the home cook who's tired of buying replacements year after year. The saucepan heats evenly, cleans easily, and feels like something out of a professional kitchen. And the strainer? It's that perfect grab-it-everyday tool you never realized you needed until you owned one. Together, they don't just simplify cooking, they future-proof it. Here's a question for you. What's the one item in your kitchen you're always replacing? If it's your pots or strainers, maybe it's time to stop the cycle. This isn't about looking fancy, it's about owning tools that just work for decades. And the best part? These are right there on Amazon, ready to upgrade your kitchen forever. But stick with me. The next item is so common, most people overlook its potential to last years. 4. Pyrex Vtopmart glass. Food storage containers. Here's something you probably use every single day and never realized could actually last for years. Plastic food containers? They stain, crack, warp, and somehow always lose their lids. But switch to glass, and suddenly you're in a whole new world. Pyrex has been a trusted name since your grandma's Tupperware parties weren't even a thing yet. And now, with Vtopmart bringing a modern twist, sleek design, perfect stackability, you're looking at storage solutions that are built to last, not to disappoint. These glass containers go from fridge to oven to dishwasher without batting an eye. They don't absorb smells, don't stain from spaghetti sauce, and don't melt when microwaved. You can see your food clearly, they stack beautifully, and yes, the lids actually fit. Whether you're meal prepping, storing leftovers, or just trying to keep your fridge from looking like a junk drawer, this Amazon duo gives you the durability and peace of mind plastic never could. So ask yourself, how many mismatched, melted, or lidless containers are hiding in your kitchen right now? What if you never had to replace them again? That's the power of going glass. And the next item? It's something so basic, so ordinary, that when you realize how long it can actually last, it'll blow your mind. Stick around. 3. Gorilla Grip Silicone Oven. Mitts. You probably didn't click this video expecting oven mitts to make the list, but that's exactly why this one is so satisfying. Gorilla Grip Silicone Oven. Mitts might be one of the most underrated Amazon finds out there. While most mitts fall apart faster than a paper plate in the rain, these are built to last years. Not months, years. They don't rip, they don't melt, and they don't absorb weird smells. Once you try them, you'll realize just how much junk you've put up with until now. Think about it. How many times have you grabbed a hot tray, only to feel the heat seeping through your glove like lava? Those thin fabric mitts with cute patterns might look nice, but they're a hazard waiting to happen. The Gorilla Grip ones? They're thick, heat-resistant up to extreme temperatures, and somehow still flexible enough to give you real grip. Plus, when they get dirty, you just rinse them off. No laundry, no stress. Just simple, functional protection that lasts. And yes, they're available right now on Amazon. The reviews are wild because people genuinely don't expect mitts to last this long. But here's your reminder. Sometimes it's the little things that save you money and frustration over time. And trust me, item 2, it's going to surprise you even more. It's soft, it's simple, and it's basically indestructible. Ready for it? 2. Darn Tough Socks? Yep, socks made the list. And once you hear why, you'll never look at your sock drawer the same way again. Darn Tough socks aren't just cozy, they're engineered to end the cycle of throwing out hole-ridden pairs every few months. Made in Vermont and tested by hikers, soldiers, and runners, these socks are tough as nails but soft as clouds. And here's the kicker. If they ever wear out, the company sends you a new pair. No receipt, no hassle, just a quiet confidence in quality that actually backs it up. Most people don't even think about socks until they fail you, slipping down your heel, bunching up, or worse, tearing midday. But Darn Tough flips that script. These aren't just for athletes. They're for anyone tired of buying 10 packs that fall apart in the laundry. With moisture-wicking, blister-fighting, temperature-regulating materials, these socks feel amazing on your feet and last for years. Real people have logged thousands of miles in them, through mud, snow, and sweat. And they still hold up. So here's a wild thought. What if the best value item you could get on Amazon was a pair of socks? Sounds crazy, right? But think about how often you wear them, wash them, rely on them, and how rare it is to find a pair that actually sticks around. These do. And if you think that's impressive, wait until you see what we've saved for number 1. You wear it, walk in it, and in many cases, never want to take it off. 1. Birkenstock, Blundstone, Teva Footwear. We've reached the final spot. And no, it's not a fancy appliance or an expensive gadget. It's something far more personal. The shoes on your feet. But not just any shoes. Birkenstock, Blundstone, and Teva have earned cult followings for one reason. They last. We're talking about footwear that survives seasons, travel, weather, and life. Birkenstocks mold to your foot like a second skin. Blundstones have braved snowstorms and coffee spills alike. And Tevis? They've hiked mountains, crossed rivers, and lived to tell the tale. These aren't run-to-the-store shoes, they're run-your-life shoes. You'll find thousands of 5-star reviews on Amazon from people who've worn the same pair for 5, 10, even 15 years. And it's not just durability, it's comfort that evolves with you. Each step adds character. Each mile makes them yours. They're not throwaways. They're companions. The kind you don't replace, because they don't need replacing. So let me ask, when was the last time you trusted your shoes to go the distance? Not just for fashion or convenience, but real, day-in, day-out dependability. These are that kind of shoes. And if you've been burned by cheap pairs that fall apart in 6 months, this is your sign to upgrade. Once. For good. And that's what this whole list is really about, right? Spending smarter, not more. Buying better, so you don't have to buy again. Now tell me, which item from this list shocked you the most? Or better yet, what's your Amazon product that's lasted for years? Drop it in the comments. We're reading everyone. And if you're serious about finding real value, don't miss our video on 12 Amazon shopping secrets you can't afford to ignore. It's packed with tips most people have no clue about.